Well, we are done with our escapade to Castle Volkihar. And as much as I might like to loom about here, it's raining, or not raining, but it's snowing. And in general the weather's quite cold. It wouldn't do good for me to stay out any longer than I have to. Besides, my water supplies are running low, so I guess I will have to nip by Solitude before I choose what to do next. Although that might as well be a subject to ponder while on my way. Hurts me to leave a good ore behind. As again, family business. You grow up thinking everything's important. But no. Right now it wouldn't quite be what I'm looking for. Right now survival's more important. Where might be the way up again? Possibly here. Anyhow. Yes, looks like marks have left. The thing is, we have now successfully raided the Dim Hollow Crypt and taken what the vampires wanted and brought them right to them. I still don't quite understand why I did that. Must have been something of the powers. Yes, I'm blaming mind control. Probably that's the most accurate representation of it. But with that begrudgingly accepted quest done, next would be to report to Eastron about it. On the other hand, now that I am in the northwestern parts of the country, perhaps it would be possible. I'll have to see if I can nip up Dragon Bridge instead of Solitude. Not really interested in the Legion's headquarters. But if possibly, that's also a route. I might actually take that way. Things should be more interesting. Where was I again? Yes, not too interested in the Legion headquarters, but here in the northwestern part of Skyrim there was this Ustengrav. Yes, that was what the graveyards called it. Hello, who are you?
Take this and hold on to it. I'll be back for it later. I'll pay you good. Don't lose it.
Steel War Axe of Shock Blasts. You explain yourself now.
Snitch or double cross me and I'll kill you. I mean it. You're mine.
Hello? I am slightly puzzled by this exchange, but I got to get on with my journey. Snow turns to rain as the air warms. Well, isn't that quite... So that's the way, huh? Yes, that seems to be the way. So, while I'm here, I could just as well make the short detour that way. What's this? This might not be smart. Volskig. Yes. With the extra weight granted to me, I'm not able to quite explore that place. I'm sorry if I keep losing my words today. I have no idea what's gone into me. But in the last few sentences I've noticed something of that kind, so bear with me. I'll try to keep it under control. And that's even more wolves down. They really have something out for me. Guess they heard from the werewolves I didn't take that much of a liking to them. But it's more leather for me to work with. So it's not all negative. If I can avoid fighting it, I'll avoid fighting it. Dragon Bridge should be right this way. A wolf now too, I'll let them play with each other. Now that I made it to Dragon Bridge, this is the inn. Let's fill our water skins and then think about the continuation plan while we are sitting here in the warm instead of out there in the rain.
Fate is the name. I keep the inn.
Could you refill my water, please?
Of course. Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry.
And have you got any salt? Yes, please, everything. Thank you. I've nothing to sell to you, unfortunately. I'll just warm up here in the back and think about the plan onward. So let's see. I've rejected Hakon's offer to be turned into a vampire. Yes, time to head to East Run. On the other hand, I've heard rumors of someone looking for me in a White Run, but that can probably wait. Solstheim can wait as long as more cultists are not coming my way, since they probably assume the earlier ones are doing just fine. Horn of Jörgen Windcaller from Oostengrav. Hjalmarsh outside Mordal. Yes, I should head there. And while I'm there, I could hire that mercenary they had there. Looked like someone who could swing the blade for all it's worth. Banam's Tower was at... doesn't seem to want to swap to map view from here. Well, let's take a look at it this way then. So where would that be? Banam's Tower's there. Way off the beaten path. It shall wait as well. So yes, probably going for the Horn. Ain't too long from here actually. That shall be the plan for now. Also, I'll need to chop some more firewood. That should be, or would be, something to remember. Am I completely warm now? Not yet. And I'm also damp, so perhaps I should still wait for a while. Dry, completely warm, and ready to go on. It's but 1 in the day, so even if I'm feeling a bit sleepy, it's not something I'll be doing right about now. It can wait until I reach Mortal. Is there wood chopping block here somewhere perchance? Yes, I hear it being worked at.
Make yourself useful and chop up some firewood. There's a few coins in it for you.
Yes,
Working hard is
Hergia.
a reason for drinking hard. Well, that and putting up with a wife like mine.
Trouble?
Her name's Olda. If you've met her, then you probably already know what I'm talking about.
I actually
swear
don't.
that woman is the most spiteful shrew in all of Skyrim. I think there's a chunk of ice where her heart ought to be.
Well, can't help you with that. I'll just chop some wood as you suggested, but
You're a well-traveled sword.
it's going to be for myself. Unfortunate as it is, I'll need it for the journey.
You've been to Markarth? They've got a tavern called the Silver Blood Inn. Best ale this side of Skyrim.
I'll keep that in mind if I ever head to Markarth.
Money's been tight since the mill broke down. My wife won't let me forget it.
Since the mill what?
They say a strong drink, a sharp axe, and a good woman are all a Nord needs to be happy.
Well, if that's all a Nord needs, I might like Nords. Simple pleasures
Well, three's not bad.
have the advantage of being just that, simple. I, on the other hand, have got myself all messed up with the Thalmor business. Doesn't do good for your mind. I'm obsessed with revenge. On the other hand, they try to have my head chopped off. So I guess it's not much of an obsession. More of just dues. Oh, that's what someone obsessed would want themselves to believe anyway. Anyhow, models this way. I should remember since I was here only a night or two ago. Haven't been keeping track really. Ah, nobleman on a horse. While I'm wet, I don't think I have the time to pay a visit to the inn. Fixed that. I'm drenched, but still, a visit to the inn would not be too high on my list of priorities. This doesn't look too inviting. Better head far from the side and put some speed into it, just in case. Last time I fought with mages, I had to think about it real through. Didn't really end up good after all that preparation either. Finally had the luck on my side, but I've learned not to mess with mages if I can help it. not about now anyway. A Stormcloak prisoner with Imperials. I would love to help, but I'm not taking on 3 soldiers all on my own. If I already had Hoth on my side, well, he's a mercenary. He'll swing his blade for payment, so he'll probably help me mow down a few of them. Most likely. Now then, what might it be? It's not even 4 yet. But I shouldn't go into a dungeon tired out of my mind.
Finally, someone comes in.
Especially if it's a burial tomb.
Let me know if there's anything I can help you with. I got nothing but time these days.
Put up better lighting, that would be a start. Let's see here if I cannot help myself for the time being. But Hoth,
Well, look who it is.
I came here in search of you. Said you were mercenary, well, consider yourself
You
hired.
need some killing done, then I'm the guy to hire.
Let's talk.
Well, what do you want?
Do you have experience in dealing with Draugr?
I've killed just about everything that's walked or crawled or flown at one time or another.
Excellent, excellent. Would you mind sharing where you're from?
I'm from a small village up north. Not much of a story there, really.
Small village up north. That ain't Dawnstar. Alright. All for now. About your horse, by the way. How about you took on the brown horse of Windhelm? And the equipment for it. Big game hunter saddle sounds right up your alley. Right then.
Alright. Less talk, more blood spilling.
Here's what Serrano left behind. Alright, Jonna.
Running an inn weren't my plan, but Follian decided to move here, so I joined him.
What's with the orc?
Thorbuck? Fancies himself a bard. He pays, so I let him stay. If I had any customers, I'd be worried about him annoying them, but, well, look around.
Well, there was Hoth. And then there's me.
See ya.
I guess that's about it. I shouldn't go in tired. But I have the firewood to spare. I'll just camp out in front. Ain't going to get the eye full of sleep. Well, not if it's this bright. Not going to get an eye full of sleep. If there's that orc playing over there. But truly, it's quite bright compared to when I walked in. Weather's quite a wondrous phenomenon. Movarth's Lair. Wonder why it's called that. Perhaps some local history. But we are looking for Ustengrav, and that was not it. And boy, am I glad I don't have to trek through the water on my own. So, Ustengrav. But there's some people over there on the other side, and I doubt the fact they would be friendly. Well, would you look at that? I was right. Well, that's the bandit down. Fight magic with magic. That's what I've learned. You want to duel me? Fine. Let us have a duel. See? Some of us can handle the art of destruction, and the others boast. The latter would be me, but I fancy myself as one of the first kind as well. Well, you did put up somewhat of a show. And even though you are all just robbers and necromancers, I do believe a little memento is nothing to be ashamed of. Rightio, so I really need to catch some sleep, and I'm somewhat thirsty and hungry. Well, I'll get to that then. They've left the bedroll for me, so perhaps with hot standing guard I can make do a little longer. One in the night. A funny time to be heading into a burial tomb, but a beautiful night. Anyhow, Hoff, we got business down there. And I do believe it's best not to take too long in starting it. I've already had the greybeards wait for me. So let's see what this place has to offer. Those sounds don't exactly fill me with confidence about friendly faces saying, "Alright, your trial was this. The horn's right here." No, I don't think that will be the case. A necromancer, I trust.
Never trust a Daedra with a smile on his face.
These thralls of yours are slower than Argonians in a blizzard.
Feel free to grab a pick and help them out. I prefer not to sully myself with manual labor.
There goes another one.
Bah, weak-willed rabble. Even dead, they're almost useless.
Yep, necromancers. They are people.
They seem less intelligent
So they do deserve a fair warning. Unlike their trolls. And the fair warning is, I do not hide where I attack from. You seem to be doing quite well, Hoth. I hope your weapon will strike true, and that those ice spikes you get don't end up killing you. Because that would be a shame. My house girl died, you know, in hands of a full-on bandit ambush. I'd rather not talk more about it, but do try to be careful. Although with your experience that won't be too hard of a requirement, I trust. So, what might be here a little bit deeper? Didn't kill this person, but I don't see why they wouldn't deserve their rights. Alright, Hop. Yes, quite effective. I am not regretting the fact I hired you. Now then, let's see. Ectoplasm. An interesting thing to find on someone still living. Did I just say still living? Living just a moment ago would be more accurate. A spell tome. Tome of Fear at that. I don't like the look of it, that thing there. Did I get it? Doesn't seem to be shooting at me. So that's something. There was nothing. I am getting paranoid. Potions. Do not feel like going through all the urns here. But I'll take a look at a few. And yes, Hoff, this is where some of your payment has undoubtedly come from. Me finding legal tinder in some long since forsaken crypts. Don't ask how it works. I chalk it up to an Imperial's luck. An Imperial's who's thoroughly, and when I say thoroughly, I mean thoroughly, pissed off with the way how the Empire, his race is named after, handles the whole Thalmor thing. Although... let's leave that for a moment later.
Hello? Who's there?
Since for now we were being attacked. There we go. If they come at us one at a time, that's going to make things a whole lot easier. Considering this is the tomb of Jürgen Windcall himself, I do not expect to find the end soon. But again, if things go like they have gone thus far, it should be quite smooth sailing all the way. And now that I've said it, and we are entering the depths, something is going to jump out, shout me off a bridge, and have me land into a spike pit. Just to remind me not to say things like that out loud. Neat. An archer, hmm? Oops, Hoth, did I hit you? Well, if I did, I fixed it now. I hope. Whoa! Quite a locale. But I wouldn't expect much less from a legendary leader. That must be a drop, since I cannot see much into it. Okay, so that sends flames. Right. Let's confirm this. Ow! That didn't quite work out as I had hoped. But yes, looks like the black one's torch, yeah.
Hello? Who's there?
Droger's there. Let us move.
Too late to run.
Good moves. Now let's move the assault onward. None of that frost magic. None of the frost magic shenanigans, if you may. Thank you for ceasing. I appreciate it. I've always liked cheese, but I've not liked cheese so much I'd pick it off tables in a tomb where it's been rotting for years. But let's see. If this is one way the upstairs area leads, what's the other? Just couldn't leave the enemies. Ah, it's a dead end. But, you know, I just couldn't leave enemies that have spotted us here. That would have been a royal mess up on the tactical level of things. Yes, this loop over here led me right past the collapse. The flame urns. Let's see if... No reaction triggered. Well, that should put an end to that. And you handled that one. Good, good. Was there one here, or... It would seem so. So apparently there was something I got done. Now what was this here again? If I pull the handle, the door at the back raises. There's a chain right over there. Oh, guess that worked. Most of the things I would need disenchant are on my horse, since I just left them there. Probably a foolish thing to do. Next time I'll hand them over to you. Both ways. Get you somewhere, but that one only to a place with loot. So let's move on over here. I don't really feel like hopping down. And here's... I think I saw an archer. Well, they took care of themselves for me. Ah, Hoth, you are fighting. Well, let me just attempt to stay here on the upper ledges. And see if I cannot handle opposition that way. This is a long jump, but yes, that did the trick. There's one of the undead. That didn't quite work out. That, on the other hand, did. If there was small light down there, things would be easier. I guess you got them all, did you? Now I don't think this will take me too far from my target. But no, there was nothing useful over there at all. Hoth, I believe you have taken care of everyone down here. With the exception of this one person I dealt with. Had a great sword. Luckily it was but a skeleton. Also, that potion was like it was made for me. Now then... So whites don't burn, yeah. Garnet, Flawless Garnet, Petty Soul Gem. gem. I'm getting hungry, am I? And a little bit thirsty. That should put a stop to that. Now then, none of the ways into the constructed areas took me any further. But here's some pathway. Winds downwards. Oh, there's nothing on the left. I must have been imagining things. And that is a word ball. So, Hoff, in case you have not seen this happen before, which you probably have not, I am apparently something they call Dragonborn, which means that I now have attained knowledge of the word fade, and next thing would be I would need to understand it. It's just as bizarre as it sounds like. I don't really get it myself either, but apparently the way to understanding this is by killing dragons and absorbing their souls. Something which I'm woefully underprepared to be doing. But I hope, since you have said you are going to be killing things that fly, and have already killed. Here's something, yes, in fact I do. Ow! And that didn't work out just as was planned. I blame the darkness and the poor depth perception it brings. Nothing else much up here. Hey, what now? Odd. Thirsty again? But alright, let's see. It was something to do with moving fast.
Be careful where you step in here.
Yeah, I would be. Whites are safe. Spiders. Sounds like them creepy crawlies. In the room behind us? Yes, indeed. You are burning, Hawk. You were the one who told me to be careful with it. I see you there. Well smashed. I'm not too into collecting the venom right now. off. I do believe this is some sort of final chamber. Perhaps I should give it the appropriate respect, since it doesn't seem to be attacking me. And walk through. Impressive craftsmanship on the rising statues. And that is where the horn should be, yes. Quite a blade. But before we go to that, a note, not the horn. Dragonborn, I need to speak to you urgently. Rent the attic room at the Sleeping Giant in Riverwood and I'll meet you. A friend. Standard, damn you!